Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. Then I will not go on and on about this, but oh my Lord in heaven, Grayson Waller shows up to talk to the New Day, and he just says, after 17 months, Austin Theory is injured, and A-Town Down is finished. I don't know what's going on with Austin Theory, but there is no way that this is the end after 17 months. No. It's just not possible. There has to be more to come. Do you understand? I don't care if it goes another year. I am not being strung along. Not that I cared, but you know what I'm saying? Not being strung along for 17 months for that to be the end. They need to do something. Becky did a promo. Lyra came out. They go back and forth. Long story short, I think they screwed up the actual stipulation and storyline. Becky basically said, you know, if I beat you, you can never get a shot at this Women's Intercontinental title ever again. I think she was supposed to say as long as I hold it, but she didn't. But I think that's the actual stip. And so Lyra said, all right, well, I want it to be no count out, no disqualification. And the fans' reaction was like, what? That's what you want? It was like that was a lame reaction to a very serious stipulation. So then we had Bayley and Lyra versus Roxanne and Raquel. A total... I mean, this match was ridiculous. You had two heels against Lyra, who is a babyface, and Bayley, who is a heel, but she's pretending to be a babyface. But she is a heel. So every time she's in the ring with Raquel and Roxanne, they cheer the heels so they can boo Bayley. But then, like, a bunch of people come out, Dom comes out, and then Raquel tries to boot Lyra, but she accidentally hits Dom, but it looks terrible. But then Dom acts like he's injured, and so Medical comes out, and medics end up being AJ, who in storyline is not allowed to touch Dom, but because he's pretending he's a medic, he starts violently giving him chest compressions. Dom starts to run away. Becky drags Lyra off the apron. Bayley is alone in the ring. And even though she's a heel, pretending to be a babyface, well, now it's 2-on-1, and she starts making an actual babyface comeback. And then Raquel gets a blind tag and pins her. You have to watch this match. It is the weirdest match from start to finish I've seen in a long time. Like, not bad, not good, just everything about it is bizarre. And in the middle of it, Corey's chair just broke and he fell down. So that's a must-see. Dom ends up being sent to the doctor. The doctor comes out. AJ and Pierce want to know what's the update. The doctor goes, well, the evaluation's done, but I got to write it up. And they're like, well, is he cleared or not? The doctor's like, I got to write it up. And this is like a distraction for Dom to jump AJ. It was like this doctor's on the take. But then Pierce is like, Doc, help! He wants the doctor to now help AJ. Very wacky, lame payoff to weeks of storylines. Karrion Kross beats Sami Zayn when he hit him with a pipe behind the referee's back, thanks to Scarlett, who interfered right in front of the referee, and it was not a DQ. So Karrion got a win, and the people were behind him. We had dueling chants, like "Let's Go Karrion" chants, as they chanted "Let's Go Sami." Stephanie and Io Sky, by far the best match on the show. Also by far the worst finish. They have this great match, and then Chelsea just runs in for the DQ. It was so horrible after such a great match. And then Naomi hits the ring, Rhea's music hits, place goes absolutely wild. These women were so over. Up to this point, the women were the most over performers on the show, and they had the best match. We'll talk about the main event segment after the break. Observer Live. So the main event segment was Heyman, Braun, Bronson, Roman Reigns, Big Schmaz. And when I did my report for my ex-subscribers and the subscribers on the front page of WrestlingObserver.com, my presumption, like my conclusion was, next week on Raw, we were going to get a tag match with Roman Reigns and Jay against Braun and Bronson. And I wrote that because for some reason I was under the impression that Roman Reigns was facing Braun Breaker at SummerSlam. But actually, that match had never been announced or anything. So now I think that this main event segment was actually to set up a tag team match at SummerSlam. And honestly, if you've been watching Braun Breaker from the beginning, I mean, it was very clear he was going to be the top guy in WWE before all that long. And it was also obvious that the big match was Roman Reigns and Braun Breaker. And, I don't think that doing this big first Roman Reigns Braun Breaker match with a 2-week build is the way to go. So I think that a tag match is a much better bet, and you can save Roman and Braun for later on down the road. So that was the main event. It was a good segment. Everybody was massively over.
Are you one of those youngsters
Roman
today who listens to Spotify? I don't even know what it is.
But I do know this. All of our podcasts are available at Spotify.
You can head up right now and sign up. The easiest way to do so, f4wonline.com/Spotify. And for just $9.99 per month, you can listen to 84 podcasts on any given month. 84! 2 to 3 podcasts every single day covering pro wrestling and mixed martial arts. And if you think about $9.99 per month, that's just pennies per day. So check it out today on Spotify. That's f4wonline.com/Spotify. f4wonline.com/Spotify.